This week's episode is brought to you by drawing. I'm going to try sketching a leg right now. Oh god, I messed it up. Everybody, welcome to Nexus Midnight. I'm Atlas, and I'm finally a heel trigger.
What? You are?
Yeah.
All right. I'm Matt.
Good job.
And, still waiting on some fucking VRs, but we have one of them now. Or we have two of them now.
I'm Root Beer, and I'm trying to code in HTML right now.
How's that going for you?
Terrible.
It's not really coding.
I'm trying to get an image tag to work properly.
What's happening with it?
It's not working properly.
Is it like that thing like where you try and put a picture into Microsoft Word and everything goes crazy? Or
No, it's just not showing up properly.
oh, shame. Well, anyways, this week we're looking at all the reveals in the last week that we saw, and we're going to be talking about the Anaheim Regional that occurred this past weekend.
Did you go to that?
I did go to that, and things happened. But first, housekeeping.
Housekeeping. Housekeeping.
Okay,
We need
so
some Spike Brothers unit. Wait, no, it's not Spike Brothers? Oh,
no,
oh
not
it's
at all.
Nova Grappler, sure.
Looks like a Spike Brothers. It's got a spike ball.
It does indeed have a spike ball. It's a grade 2 9K, 5K shield, all the normal non-Force Clan stuff. And then it says, when it attacks a Vanguard, if the number of rear guards you have is 3 or more, it gets plus 5,000. This is the same card we've seen forever.
Yeah, they're just going to do this for everyone, aren't they?
Yep.
Yes, they are.
Well,
It becomes a 14K. If you put a 9K behind it, it hits 23, the cool numbers, etc.
I don't know. It works on Vanguard too, so if you want to be aggressive, fine, I guess.
Sure.
Not
Seems
much
fine.
to say.
We also got a sneak of an OTT card, Goddess of Insight, Satori Hime. So when it attacks rearguard only, when it attacks a Vanguard, you can counterblast one, draw a card, discard the card from your hand. It gains 6k till the end of turn, and if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, look at the top card of your deck and put it on top or bottom.
And this is a grade 2 9K, right?
Yes. 5k shield, all the standard non-force grade 2 stuff.
I mean, I think at least for a while we're gonna have to explain this because like they're playing with shield values and all this other crap, so it's like.
Well, the grade 2s are pretty static so the vanilla grade 2s have the special property of having 10K shield,
Yeah.
and then the yelling across the house, apparently.
Although
So-
I just love that you went like the grade 2s have a special property of having 10K shield. No.
Right? And then, so Force grade 2s all have 10K power, and then non-Force grade 2s, aka Excel and Protect grade 2s, will have 9K power. As stated by the Bushiroad themselves.
The Bushiroad. So what do we think of this?
This card is good. It does basically everything. But I'm not particularly happy that it discards a card, but
Yeah, it makes you. It's not a straight up plus. It's just
it's
like,
not a true plus, but you get to look at your deck. It gains power. It can hit 15k instead of 14 because Protect gets to have more power, apparently.
I guess.
I'm liking these OTT cards a lot because they gain plus 6K to make them 15K rear guards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because 15 plus 8 is 23, which means with any generic grade 1, you're hitting nice numbers against Force Cleanse.
Yeah.
So I'm liking OTT more and more, like as they keep getting like these plus 6K powers. Where if you look at Nova Grappler, who are getting plus 5K powers, they're hitting OTT fairly well, but not matching up well against Force Cleanse.
Yeah.
I guess that's the intention, is because Excel is already very aggressive with the extra circle, so
And the
since Protect is the least aggressive clan, they gotta have to make up for it with the cards gaining their natural power gain being higher.
That's
Yep.
good. Good job, design team.
So they are following through on their claim that they will give Protect clans stronger cards.
Yep.
Which is nice. I like that.
That's
All
good.
right.
I do think they should have let you keep the card at least though, but whatever. I'm not gonna nitpick. It's a rare. It's fine. Anyway,
What does this girl do, though?
what?
This other girl.
Oh, this other girl, this Soul Saver Dragon. So, if anybody watched South Park, Titties and Dragons has been amalgamated into one creature. So, grade 3 with the Force Diff, 13k. So, Act, you can Soul Blast 5, 6 of her units get plus 15k until end of the turn. And then also, on Vanguard, when she attacks, you can Soul Charge.
This card is nutty. I love this card.
This is really good once, and then it takes a really long time to do it again, and then does
Oh
nothing
yeah,
in
the
between.
first time's gonna be really nut.
Yeah. No,
Like, you're gonna be like, oh god.
so the important thing with this was Soul Saver Dragon way back in the day was when you wrote it, you Soul Blast 5, pick 3 units, they get plus 5k, and you could basically set it up consistently every game through the use of Barkdoll the starter, because he would put Future Knight Lu, Flowdoll, and himself into Soul and ride Blaster
Getting 5
Blade.
Soul is not gonna be hard.
It's not so much that part, it's that you can't, in Standard, you can't search her, whereas in olden Vanguard days, you had the old Pondle to just shove in Soul and grab the Soul Saver Dragon you want. In Premium, this is going to be like...
You're just going to play 4 of this. It's fine.
Yeah. This is going to be, like, in Premium, this is going to be crazy go nuts. It's going to be awesome. But in Standard, it's...
great in Standard.
What?
Like, you're going to do it one time, and that one time's why you're going to win the game.
I hope so.
Or at least put you in a position to win.
Yeah. I mean, like, being able to go, all right, I have 3 columns all at plus 30k, plus a force circle somewhere.
Mm-hmm. At least one.
Probably
2.
Got 3 perfect guards? No? Okay, you're dead. Like...
Right. This card's just good. It does everything you want to do in Royal Paladin.
I don't know how, like, it clashes with Alfred Early, though. So it's probably just going to have...
I'm playing Alfred Early.
Okay, I'm just saying it's probably going to have to go along with King of Knights Alfred, whatever it does.
Right, because King of Knights Alfred's probably going to be nutty, right? So
yeah. Well, a good thing about this is that it has no counterblast cost, which means you can do all the counterblasty shit you want with your other cards and be fine.
Yep.
So
also, the Soul Blast logo looks really cool.
That is nice. Where like instead of having 4 separate logos, they have the logo for Soul or Counter, and then it's either Charge or Blast.
But they're also not using the same color, which is really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is
so like you don't actually need to like read it because you can look at the color.
Yeah, that is nice. Nice design. Although, like I don't know, it just takes some getting used to in terms of like looking at it. But
yeah, the cards also read much better. Read much better. Instead of having the stock text like you may pay cost, they just say you may pay. Here's the cost.
Yeah, cost, do thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It reads a lot better to me.
Yeah.
But I think this card's very good. You're probably gonna play 4.
Yeah.
I think it's better than the other stuff we've seen so far.
And I love the art a lot more now because you can see a lot more, whereas before the white wings and most of her body was against like a yellowish background, so it was like I can't tell what's what in here.
Yeah. All right. So the other card we have is from the California Yeem League, apparently. Really team.
Did you say Yeem League?
Well, that's what it says. All right. So it's called
Shit,
it's a grade 1.
It does say Yeem League.
Grade 1 8K. When it boosts, you can Soul Blast 2, and then you get to countercharge 1, and if that unit attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets Power Plus 3000. So it's an 11K booster if it attacks a Vanguard. Most of the things that you're seeing in Nova Grappler are like 14-ish. Hitting 25. Whatever. But it is a Soul Blast 2 for a countercharge.
I mean, that's fine. I get. It does give itself power, but you're probably going to use this once.
I mean, yeah, but you might use it a couple times because rewriting grade 3 is going to be very common. So you're going to end up with some excess soul, especially if you don't have a lot of cards that use it. Like Nova Grappler typically does not.
Yep.
Like Nova Grappler usually just ends up with soul somehow.
Probably.
Then, what do we do? But I think the card fine. It's not great. Probably don't want to play it, but
Like, this early in the game, you probably have to.
Yeah, it says it has Riser in the name. That's cool.
Yep.
My favorite.
That's
my favorite thing about this, whenever there's a regional, they'll reveal this card on like a giant piece of cardboard, and everyone runs over to the other side. We're about to reveal a new card. Over to the other side of the room, and then it's this.
Literally read it from the other side of the room.
You gotta wait for everyone to disperse. Like I casually walked over and read it later. I'm like, it's all right. It's fine.
No, you got to see it the moment it comes out, man.
Yeah, well, because everyone wants to like get their ass to social media and be like, I saw it first. Here it is. It's If anyone goes on the Nexus at Night Twitter account, we're very just kind of whatever about stuff. Like if there's something, we'll tweet it. If not, whatever. It's not a big deal. Um,
I don't like the overreaction to like everything that happens in Vanguard, where people are like, "Oh my god, this new thing! What does it mean? What is it like?" Let's all freak out about it. Like, I'm just like, this could imply some stuff.
you remember this from a few weeks ago though, where someone was like, "How does the community have to overreact to every single little thing that gets revealed?" And then someone under it
fair.
goes, "It's the Vanguard way."
Yep. It's like, just wait, calm down, be okay.
Be okay.
I'm just noticing things like just by like all these cards I read for OTT have like plus 6k power, right?
Yeah.
So this kind of what I assumed that would happen when they chose like the 3 like force, protect, excel.
Yeah.
Is that it would kind of be in the way that like protect beats force beats excel beats whatever.
Yeah.
But there should be some matchup stuff that makes that not true in some cases. Where it's like, but maybe there's just like predisposed to beat the the next thing.
Or it should be like an uphill climb, but not like a 90-degree angle.
Right.
Speaking of angles,
Alright, so we got a couple of OTT reveals. Circle Magus. She has an auto skill, Vanguard, Rearguard. When your drive check reveals a grade 2 or greater card, you can put that card to the bottom of your deck and draw a card. And then, when you ride on top of it, you can counterblast 1 and draw a card. And she is an 8k grade 1.
Also a triple R.
Yes, also a triple R.
So is this supposed to be like
OTT's getting 3 of them?
what?
Hmm?
Does this mean OTT's getting 3 triple Rs?
Yes.
Better than
We did it.
better than Royals and Kagero, I guess. But
I can't believe they have 8 triple R slots. 4 clans, and they're like, how do we divide this?
Yeah. Let's give 3 triple Rs to OTT, and Nova Grappler gets 2. Nova Grappler only gets the 1.
Yep.
Instead of giving everybody 2.
Absolutely amazing.
hey, at least if you're a Nova player, you don't have to like be worrying about like these high rarity prices, things like that.
Oh no, you still need 4. You still need 4 perfect riser.
Yeah, but you don't need the rest of the triple Rs.
Well, Ashra Kaiser's already a 2R triple R, right?
Probably.
Like you're not going to play Ashra Kaiser with perfect riser.
Probably not.
It's a shame.
Like Ashra Kaiser, like once they reveal perfect riser, all of us were like, so what is Ashra Kaiser supposed to do? Be $1?
We had like a full episode about Ashura Kaiser. We were like, "This is awesome," and then next week, okay, whatever.
And that's what happens when you put like a card like in close proximity that A doesn't work with it, and B is just strictly better. And we're like,
Yeah.
it's going to happen more often. It's more controllable. Its skill's very good.
Yeah. And then now you have this other riser that can countercharge for you, so you can do it twice. So I like that Circle Magus is both van and rear, so you can just do that like when you ride to your first turn. You're like, well, I have a bunch of grade 2s in hand. I need a 3. Let's try again. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. This card is fine. Like, it gets you a plus when you ride on it, and then it lets you mulligan a bad drive check if you need it.
Pretty good.
It would be really cool if it was just you negate the drive check, put it on bottom, and drive check again. So you like if you have like 2 of these in the back, you're like, all right, I have 2 extra chances to make this trigger thing work.
But then it would trigger on every drive check, right? Like your new drive check.
Well, you have to put the
have,
card
like-
on the. You have to put the card on the bottom. Oh wait, no, that means you drive
But
check
you're drive
again.
checking again, so it's would activate again.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you would have to have it.
Retries.
You would have to have it be once per turn, if that was the case, because of the new once per turn rule.
Well, this one's not once per turn.
That's what I'm saying. So like if it was like that, you would have to do once per turn.
What else we got?
We also have Luckbird, which is a 5k grade 1. That's when it's placed, you can Soul Blast 2, draw a card, and it gets 6k power till the end of turn.
And is like a full on chicken now, when before it was just a bird.
Can we talk about the art of this card for a second?
Yes,
It has a chicken on its back. Or a little chicken on its back. So
and
cute.
and it is a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
What isn't there like stuff in
Chickens are the luckiest birds, didn't you know? It lays the golden eggs
Yeah,
or something.
that's what I was thinking of, like why they made it more into a chicken as opposed to just like this weird hawk thing.
It was always a chicken, though.
It was always a chicken?
Yeah, look at its original art.
Looking up its original art. That does not look like a chicken. Oh, okay.
You're a chicken.
The crown on its head is too dark to look like, a chicken to me.
But it is one.
Okay, but that doesn't change the fact that it doesn't look like it. Anyway.
Whatever, it's a chicken.
Okay,
So-
it's a chicken.
So this is
Bark.
yeah. So this skill is basically just the original, but it also gains 6k power.
Cards, whatever.
That was good. 11k. And
Well, the problem is if you have to write it, it's really bad.
Yeah. And because it's an on-play skill, the turn after you use its skill is just kind of sitting there useless.
Yeah, which was fine when you just needed a body there. Like, I remember back when I played Eradicators, you'd play Rising Phoenix, because you weren't doing anything with your soul, ever.
And you really needed the counter or the extra cards or whatever it did.
Yeah, and you really needed to, like, just put a body, like, you just needed a body on field somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So you just, like, call it, you'd put 11k in front of it or 12k, whatever, and you, like, hit numbers, right?
yeah.
That was the end. And, this card does that, but how important are those numbers, I guess? Like, the problem is with most things are attacking for 15.
Mm-hmm.
26 is not important.
Not
Yeah.
anymore, anyway.
Like, you'd rather just have an 8k grade 1 of any variant. So I don't think this card is particularly good.
Neither do I.
It might be better in premium, but
Yeah.
Might be fine in premium, but like, I don't think this would make the cut personally.
Yeah. It just doesn't match up well against the power stages. Like,
Yeah.
26k is not a number anyone cares about.
not anymore.
Well, yes, it's because we're talking about new cards, Alice.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying. That, like, I'm not. Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. I'm just saying that stuff.
All right. So we also have Transriser again. No, I'm just kidding. We have Twin Blader. Wait, is it Twin Blader or is it given a different name? Yeah, it's Twin Blader. Okay. It's a draw trigger now, apparently.
Yep.
It's still a Sentinel and a Perfect Guard, but it is in fact now a draw trigger.
So like every other draw trigger PG we've seen.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
Draw trigger. But it's still a PG. Or now a draw trigger, but still a PG.
Didn't we see this in the anime also? Like we saw it on like Miwa's board, just in the damage zone, and we're like, this is probably going to happen, and then it happened.
Mm-hmm.
To no one's surprise.
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, I guess there's not much to that. They also gave us God, what's her name? Oh, they Lozenge Magus is the right on top draw card. Starter.
It's the starting Vanguard.
Huzzah. Let's see. There's that. This. Okay. So they finally released the names of the heal triggers that the last 4 clans who needed their bind to countercharge or soul charge when you G-guard with them. So for Grand Blue, OTT, Narukami, and Pale Moon, there's Dewey the Ghosty for Grand Blue, Hopping Balloon for Pale Moon, which I'm surprised they didn't just make it a Silverthorn for no reason, Battle Sister Pulveron, and where is the last one?
They don't have the Narukami one.
They don't have the name for it, it's just there?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a Narukami one. I don't know if it's an Eradicator. The picture is blurry and I don't feel like comparing characters right now.
It seems like it should be an Eradicator because they just shoved the subclan on there for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool that the OTT was the Battle Sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And annoying that they didn't make it Silverthorn, or the Pale Moon one Silverthorn, because then I'm going to hear complaining from our friend who is a Silverthorn enthusiast.
And I'll still complain anyway.
Okay. Let's see. They also released the release date for the Shadow Paladin trial deck, so that's coming out August 10th, 2018. I'm guessing that's Japan's date, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there's going to be the Dark Dictator, which is like the dark version of King of Knights Alfred, so that's coming in there. There's going to be 4 copies of Blaster Dark, which there's already a meme going around because he looks like he's tipping his hat, so everyone's like, tip Fedora. Yay. I guess. And it's going to have the Force marker. I remember like when the Luard TD, like they said, okay, we're gonna get one, and everyone was like, okay, cool. And I don't know. There's nothing really to say much about this except now we have a release date. I guess.
Sure.
Let's see, and then this last one. Let's see. There's a promo for Demonic Dragon Madonna Joka. So she is a 7K grade 1 with 10K shield. When she boosts something that hits Vanguard, you can Soul Blast and return it to your hand. And then also there's a shop promo where if you win the tournament, you get Lizard Soldier Raupa in its original art. Cool, I guess.
All right.
What do we think of this Madonna?
It certainly exists.
Yep.
Does card matter?
Maybe for early times. I do like that because her having more shield as a grade 1, the bouncing effect actually helps you a little bit. So you can commit and then get it back and guard with it.
Sure.
I'm just trying to look on the bright side here, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Bad.
Let's see. And then this last one, they revealed the name for the second main booster. So VBTO2 Strongest Team AL4. So that is support for Shadow Paladin, Dark Irregulars, Pale Moon, and Murakumo.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
In what way is Murakumo related to the word strongest?
I don't know. I really hope that they're just gonna like, all right, we figured shit out. We'll fix it already. Just leave us alone.
But they're making dueling dragons again.
Oh my god, kill me.
I mean,
All right, at this point, I'm kind of off playing Kumo, unless... So the only way I play Kumo, if and only if, the VR is Magatsu.
I could see that happening.
That's it. That's it.
That's the only way I will let this happen.
Yep.
So the cover cards for them are Phantom Blaster Dragon to the surprise of no one for Shadow Paladin. For DIs, it's No Life King Death Anchor, which I'm glad to see him back because I love his name. Golden Beast Tamer for Pale Moon, which, cool, I guess. And Dueling Dragon Zambaku, as Matt already mentioned. That's kind of it. And that's all we're going to know for a while. But cool, I guess.
I'm surprised it's not Amon for Dark Irregulars, though.
Maybe
Right?
maybe we'll get it as a triple R.
Or the VR.
Because
No, the VR is going to be Death Anchor. Right?
it's the cover card.
Is that true? Because Amatros was the cover card for OTT, and the VR was not.
No, the cover card was Imperial Daughter.
What? I missed this somewhere. All right.
Do I need to, like, send a link of the...
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
no, it was definitely Imperial Daughter, but...
Well,
yeah, Amon is probably going to be the triple R. I'm surprised it's not the VR, considering... Did he ever use Death Anchor in the manga or the anime? Because this was a random promo.
I thought it was I never read the manga, so maybe he could have.
Yeah, it was his manga card.
Oh, okay. So
And I guess he had it in Season 2.
Oh, he did. Okay. Well,
Sure.
that's cool, I guess. I did like the art of Golden Beast Tamer the first time around, but she was just complete ass. So that's fine, I guess. Now, this time, hopefully, she's a lot better. But you mentioned Imperial Daughter, which is probably a good segue into these last three.
So we had the stream this morning, and we had a bunch of new OTT reveals. So first is the VR for OTT Imperial Daughter. So its skill is Auto Vanguard. When placed, you can counterblast one. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, add one to your hand, put one in soul or back on top. And if you rode on top of a grade 3, it gets power plus 15,000 and a critical until end of turn. And then act Vanguard once per turn. You can Soul Blast one of your units gets 6k power until the end of turn.
This card is sweet.
Yeah. Also nice, so you can make that Luckbird not terrible.
Well, you're still not going to play Luckbird. But basically, if you see a trigger, you can just put it back on top. If you don't, you just shove it in Soul. And you're like, I don't care about this card. And then you can Soul Blast it to give something 6k.
Yeah.
And it's 27 with a crit.
It kind of sucks that you can't like continually do this. She's just vanilla after you ride her, but
That does kind of fit with what they were thinking for Protect Clans, though, is you turtle up and then you ride into your finisher and go for it.
11k booster. This thing's hitting 38 with a crit.
oh, that is nice.
So that's like, once you're at that point, that's, a heal trigger plus another trigger for 2 to pass.
Mm-hmm. Or a PG.
Yeah, or it's just PG. So they have to drop like 2 good cards in order to like stop it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're just so you could sit there and like grind out with the Amatros, or if you draw multiple Imperial Daughters, maybe you ride Amatros, right? Like dirt around for a turn, look at top, get some power, hit some stuff, and then ride Imperial Daughter, get another Protect marker, 15k in a crit, make you guard, rewrite Imperial Daughter, get another Protect marker, 15k in a crit.
Yeah, it does certainly incentivize rewriting for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then you can also put your extra Amaterasus on rear guard, because using her skill gives her 5k power.
Yep.
Man, OTT is probably going to be expensive, especially if the Silent Tom ends up being good.
Yeah.
It's sweet as fuck.
It is going to be sweet as fuck.
Although,
and people thought that OTT was going to be shitty when they saw Amaterasu.
I really don't like the art for Imperial Daughter.
Why? Because she's got this kind of sassy, like, look to her?
I don't
Or
mind the look. I just think it's really awkward.
why?
It's like,
Her leg is off.
Well, she's
Yeah.
kind of
The full art.
she's kind of like sticking a hip out.
right, I get that, but it's also like these huge things that are like attached to her that are, I don't know.
Well, she had those last time. They were like these big gauntlets, right?
Yeah,
Or shoulder things, like a backpack.
but she was like more active in her previous art, right?
That's true. She was kind of like jumping, it looked like. This time she's like on the ground being like, I dare you to fuck with me.
And the horn thing, like I don't know.
The horn thing? Oh, the thing in the middle of her
Yeah,
head.
but she's always had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying like all this, the whole combination of it all. I don't know.
You know,
Definitely weird.
considering if they do that Raupa thing where you get the original art with the new effect, I wonder if they'll like continue that. That would be kind of cool. Where you're like, I can get the new effect with the old art. I like the old art
It's a
better.
cool way to do promos, actually.
Yeah.
Especially for things that like people really like the old art for.
Yeah,
Like think of getting like an old art like Perfect Riser with the new effects,
yeah.
or like stuff like that. It's like a really cool way to do promos.
Like some of them where the new art is better, i.e., Soul Saver Dragon, or judging by the box art, King of Knights Alfred. But who knows?
But it's like a cool nostalgia thing to have like
Yes.
a promo Alfred. Like maybe it doesn't have to be like a promo that everyone gets. Like it can be like a pretty rare promo to like not in straight box value,
Yeah,
but like just like a original art Alfred with original foiling that has the new skill.
yeah.
Would be cool. Is all I'm saying.
Still neat.
Yep. What other cards are in this thing?
So we also got Promise Daughter, which is when it attacks, if the number of cards in your hand... Wait, when it attacks a Vanguard, and it works on Vanguard rear guard, if the number of cards is 4 or more, it gets power plus 6,000. And then rear guard and guard circle, it can't be retired by your opponent's card effects.
So it's a 15k beater that can't be retired.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Seems good.
Pretty good. And I guess if you want to guard against Dimension Police's inevitable guard break.
Whoa, you don't know about that.
I mean, why else would they put it on the guard circle if not the future proof?
I guess so, but evil Matt laughing. That's never
All right.
good.
I mean, I'm not sure how effective a 5k shield on guard circle would be against Vanguard that's probably being boosted up to ridiculous levels, but...
All right.
And then...
You'd assume that Dimension Police would have guard break. Who would ever give you that idea?
And then, lastly, we have Oracle Guardian Gemini. So, act rear guard. If the number of cards in your damage is 3 or more, you can put it into your soul to countercharge 1.
Neat.
Eh,
I mean,
it's there if you need it.
It is an 8K, which means that you can, with all of your, becoming 15K rear guards stuff, it hits numbers.
Right.
Forced
All the grade ones are 8k Zalos.
I know. I'm just saying.
Except the 7k, which has 15k shield.
Yeah.
Which I don't think you want to play, given that 2 of the first 4 clans are Force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I can't tell if these are creepier or less creepy than the original in terms
Oh.
of the art.
So I guess something we should discuss, which is we don't know this for a fact yet, right? But as during the first set, we have half the clans being Force.
Yeah.
So it means that the number you're looking for is 23, or 28, or some variant thereof.
Mm-hmm.
But after the second booster comes out, now we're going to have 3 Excel clans, 3 Force clans, and 2 Protect clans.
So now it outnumbers Force 5 to, or sorry,
No, there's going to be 3 Excels.
3 Excel, 2 Protect.
Because there's Murakumo and Pale Moon both in the second booster.
No, not so
So
much.
we're also going to have the extra booster, which has Spikes,
Mega Colony,
Tachikaze,
and Tachikaze.
and
Yeah.
Those
Okay,
the extra
we're not-
booster has one of each.
So we'll have 443 by the time the second booster comes out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think there are 2 boosters in between. Extra booster 1 and 2 will come out before booster 2.
What the hell's an extra booster too?
The one with Aqua Force, Grand Blue, and Dimension Police.
Right. So that's the same thing as the first extra
Yeah,
booster.
that's,
So
the extra boosters both have one of each gift.
all
Yes.
it does is up the amount across the board. It doesn't change the ratios at all. So
554.
yeah.
So it'll be 14 clans out by the time the set comes out.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So
14 to 24 is not bad.
in that, but it's still you still want to be able to hit 23 regardless of what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and that should kind of help you make decisions on what cards you might want in some matchups, especially if you're doing the OTT, the draw discard, or what we call looting in Magic. The draw discard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I will never understand why Vanguard cards need to say choose a card in your hand and discard it instead of just discard a card.
I don't know. Maybe they don't want to. They want to avoid confusion with either choosing or random, but
then they could say discard a random card.
I don't know. I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just trying to explain it.
Sure. I just think it's really confusing if they word it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, cool cards.
Yeah, cool cards.
OTT looks pretty sweet. I think OTT
Yes, it does.
both look pretty fun.
OTT and what?
Nova Grappler.
Yeah, all this new stuff looks pretty fun so far. Force looks pretty basic at the moment, but that's kind of the point.
They're supposed to be the easier clans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or more mid-range, yeah. Which, that's fine. It'll probably open up in terms of complexity when we get Spike Brothers out there, because it's Spike Brothers.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, it is nice that we have, more things are getting fleshed out and we're getting more information. And we'll do our best to kind of take you along and help you figure shit out.
Yep.
Anyway, so on to the topic at hand. The Anaheim Regional was this last weekend.
Yeah.
So I went with so a friend of mine had a friend of his that they needed a third, so I ended up going with them. I brought Pale Moon, Harry Magia Pale Moon, and they were bringing Ange. Yeah, Dust Dot Deck. They were bringing Ange and other Dust Dot Deck, aka Dark Irregulars.
All right.
So I thought I was kind of the weak link because Harry is probably the least competitive of that equation.
Oh.
Debatable.
I mean,
Looking at DI right now, but go on.
I mean, I'm seeing more DI's top than Pale Moon, so. But anyway, our team went. It was 7 rounds with a cut to top 8. After that, my team went 6-1, and we ended up getting 11th place. So we just got screwed out of top 8. But it was what?
Should have just gone 7-0.
Yeah, I mean, we did end up out of 11th out of 204 teams. So I'll take it. I personally went 5-2.
Did you win every game you dusted?
Yes. I had to think.
Interesting.
I had to think through them all. The 2 games I lost were to Nubatama and to Coral, with Nubatama killing me because he G-guarded into Rin and just
Oh well,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate for you.
Nothing I can do about that. And then Coral I lost because I didn't really have he got first stride and just I didn't have anything to guard with. He just kicked my teeth in before I could even get to do
At least
stuff.
you lost to good decks.
Yeah. So the 7 decks I played against in order were Great Nature, Wiseman
What?
Loop. Yeah.
Still,
Yeah. Still.
Wiseman Loop in 2018.
Yeah. Wiseman Loop in 2018. There was a bit of a hiccup when he thought that the once per turn ruling had gone into effect, the new one. So he was trying to do stuff with like Fenrir and
Oh,
what's his name?
rip!
Fetter of Leather Lading, and I was like, you
I
can't
feel like
yet.
you should have asked the judge this prior to the tournament.
I pulled a judge over just to confirm, like, yes, it is not in effect yet. You have to do it the first time, or put up or shut up. So the guy ended up getting screwed because he got 2 restands off of Wiseman, and then when he tried to soul charge with Grappa, he didn't soul charge any Taros, and then that was it. So I just lived through it and like punched his teeth out next turn.
Nice.
So there was
Dusted his ass.
yeah. Let's see. And what was after that?
So Great Nature, Wiseman Loop.
Great Nature, Wiseman Loop. I remember the last 3. It was ZTB, Coral, and now I'm trying to remember. Oh, Nubatama was round 4. That was my first loss.
All right, so we have 4, 5, and 6, and 7. We're
Yeah.
missing 3.
Yeah. So what was number 3?
Was it like
Luard.
Overlord?
It was Luard.
Luard still?
Luard,
People
yeah.
still play this stuff?
Yeah. So all right.
These people.
So let's try that again. Great Nature, Wiseman Loop, Luard, Nubatama, ZTV, Coral. So going through order, Great Nature was probably the worst player I have ever seen. He mentioned that he was like new at this, so I tried to be nicer, but I'm not going to go easy on someone just because it's a tournament. So
Nah, we'll move on.
yeah, just misplayed a fuck ton, and I gave him advice after, and he seemed pretty happy about getting advice. So cool. Wiseman Loop, I already mentioned what happens. Luard, this is just like an ongoing question I have. Why is Luard a bad deck when it seems like it kind of has all these tools?
Well, you know that card that you have in your G zone?
What, Dust?
Yeah.
He went... Okay, so he goes into Phantom Blaster Diablo, right? I'm at 2.
You can still play this card?
Yeah, he went into it, and he was like, all right, you can't guard. I'm like, well, I don't plan to, so go for it.
You're at like 1. He's like, you can't guard.
I was at 2, so I was at the very least expecting to go to 5. Like, if he was going to double crit me with anything else, it was going to kill me anyway. So I was like, just do it. I'm fine. And then he left himself at 4, which I think a general piece of advice that everyone should have is that if you are playing against a Dark Zone clan, just never be at 4. Never leave yourself at 4 ever. Yeah, because just go into Dust, put him to 5, kill him. So
I have better advice. Don't play Luard.
Yeah, that too. But like just in general, Luard has ways to draw cards. It can stride for free. It has the ability to search whatever units it wants to. It has some semblance of multi-attack. It's got big power. It's got guard restrict. What's missing? Honestly,
The ability to actually guard against Dust.
Is that it?
I mean, that's a big problem, right?
I guess so. But I mean, you have Ezra, so you can recycle PGs.
Also, like, decks hit really hard on first stride. Like, really hard. And Luard needs to get first stride in order to, like, set up.
Yeah, it has, like, what, Dragobus Luard? That's its claim to fame now?
Yeah. It's just not good enough. It's very fair in comparison to what everyone else is doing. It also doesn't get access to dumb ZR.
I mean, you can do Ultima, but Ultima's a pretty good...
I said a dumb ZR. It's
in the top 3.
Okay.
Hey, look, at least you're not running around with Zoa, all right?
Man, Zoa would be so much better if you could restand the thing.
Yeah.
How sweet would that be if you could, like, Cran Tiger that shit?
Yeah, that would be crazy. So...
It also, like, specifically doesn't work with success, which is really tilting.
Yes, that is annoying. I can't do, what's his face? Tapering Beaver.
Acorn, whoever.
So against Nubatama, like I hadn't really gotten to practice against it. Like there's one friend of mine who plays it, and every time we hang out, he's always on. Like he's always doing, some World of Warcraft something. He's like never available to play. So
Nerd.
I had little to no practice against Nubatama. So I asked people, I'm like, what shit do I need to kill? And they were like, I don't know. I'm like, that's helpful, thanks. So I knew that if he G-guarded into Rin, I was doomed, so I tried to just kill him before that happened, which I can do with the Harry Stride if I'm aggressive enough early. I drew into enough Darkside Princesses, there shouldn't be a problem, but had to Struggle Stride, and yeah, sucks. Nothing I can do about that, I guess.
Rin's pretty lame card. I mean, all of GBT 14 is like kind of a lame set, but
oh yeah, for sure.
The cards are like, how can we make everything as least fun as possible?
Yeah. I mean, you did that, and then there's like plus 15k with a crit thing swinging at my face next turn. I'm like, I'm not gonna win this. Luckily,
is it Imperial Daughter?
What?
Is it Imperial Daughter?
No. Luckily, my other two teammates won that round, so we ended up getting through it. Round 5 against ZTB, I was also afraid of this because I hadn't really had a lot of practice. I had some, but
just kill them.
Yeah, that was basically the plan. I was so like again, the answer 9 times out of 10 is be aggressive because I ran him out of resources before he could go into Heritage. So his first Heritage turn was just swinging with Heritage, getting his triple drive, and he goes, okay, restride, and then he had to use the triple drive he just got to make a field, which wasn't really
a glorified restander at that point.
Yeah, it just wasn't that great anyway. So he does it again. I lived through that too, and like I was fairly certain I could have handled like a fully fledged Heritage turn because I had 3 heals and 3 PGs in my hand. I was like, okay. So I did that, and then I dusted his face in because how are you not supposed to do that? Let's see.
Reasonable card, by the way, is Dust. Dust is a very reasonable card.
It was so funny. Like I would always finish first because it was either Harry dead or Harry Dust dead or Harry Dust dead. I never went into. I went into the GBA exactly one time. That was against the last Coral game, which I'll get to in a second. And I never went into Fairfield or Mephisto, which are in my G deck and are just there taking up space.
Why is Fairfield even in there?
In case I gotta put something back, like if the game goes long, I don't really know. I literally can't think of what else to put in there.
I guess what matters, you have 4 Harrys and a Dust, right?
Yeah, if you have 4 Harrys, a Dust, and a Seabreeze, you'll be fine. Just
some other assorted cards.
Exactly. So Heritage guy goes down. My other 2 teammates win theirs. We go into round 6, and I was the C chair, and to anybody who's never gone to a regional before, at least in the States, there's like a little bit of strategy into like where you put your stronger players versus your weaker players. Typically the pattern is your strongest or most meta player is in the A chair. The B chair is either the like most consistent or mid-range deck, or it can also be your weak player. And your C chair is always the crazy one. It's always your Spike Brothers, your Pale Moons, your Grand Blues, shit like that. So I was expecting to play weird shit like Great Nature and Wiseman Loop, and then I sit down and there's a Coral player. I'm like, I'm gonna get my teeth kicked in, and I did. So, I played against Coral the night before against my friend Brian. I knew kind of how it worked, but it was just one of those things where I had made peace with the fact that I can't do shit. So, yeah, he killed me. He killed me handily, and Coral is crazy.
But you beat it the second time.
Yeah, so the next round I was against Coral again. I was like, okay, fine. And luckily my other 2 teammates won theirs, so even if I had lost, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But this time I made an effort to like take out as many rear guards as I could, and I ended up grinding the game out to the point where I went into Harry twice, G-guarded twice, and then went into Scream Dragon Master Joel Kimberly, the GBA, and just killed him with that. So
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
So it like the I don't know if this can be associated.
How long did
with
your
it.
opponent take to read the GB8 when you strode it?
Way too fucking long. At least 30 seconds.
Nobody knows what that card does, right? Like,
okay,
your opponent probably hasn't even seen that card.
Okay, so just for those who don't care, Droll Kimberly is the GB8 that when she attacks a Vanguard, choose up to 5 cards from your soul, call them to separate rear until the end of the turn. They get plus 5,000 and become Abyss Dragon. So that's the race. So they become Abyss Dragons, and until the end of the battle, this unit gets 10,000 for each Abyss Dragon on your rearguard circle. I don't know why they did it that way, but that's just how it is. It was like he left me a lot of counterblast open. God! And that was the mistake of the Heritage player too. The Heritage player got me to 5 on first stride, so I just went back and forth with Moonlight Melody Tamer Betty's, just like over and over, hammering at him. So gave me a lot of counterblast, and I knew I could use that to just draw my deck out. And then by the end of the game, my deck was like maybe 8 cards or something, and 4 of those were the stand trigger. So yeah, he kind of made his bet on that one. I don't know what the Coral player did right or wrong, because it seems like if you decide to play Coral, you made the right decision. So fine, I guess. I'm kind of bummed that we didn't get into the top 8, because I was talking to my friend Axel, who got into the top 8 himself because his team went undefeated, and I think he got into the top 3. I don't know. I left before that. But
he was on a team with John, or level 1, right?
Yeah. So
yeah,
his name's Josh Lee, aka Axel, and he was like, if you're X1, you'll be fine. You'll get in, and I didn't. So
yeah, to be honest, I think there's a problem with Bushiroad tournaments not having enough rounds. I think you had 204 people, 7 rounds.
Yeah, there were a lot of X1s who got cut out of top 8.
I feel like there should have been one more round.
I think so too. Well, so Bushiroad, I think, has less rounds because it had a problem with taking so much time in between rounds. But I gotta hand it to them, they were fucking fast. We were done by like 3 p.m. Like,
I think
from the prelims. And we started at what, 10, 11? That's really good.
What I'm trying to say here. The issue is, like, I think Bushiroad has a lot of the time in the past taken way too long between rounds.
Yeah.
And it's good that they were like, we should give them credit for being efficient at this event.
Yeah.
But I do think Vanguard players as a whole also take a long time to play. I'm not really sure why.
That's just any TCG, isn't it? It's like...
I've played Control Mirrors and Magic and finished in like 40 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And yet I've seen Vanguard players play a best of 3, not be able to finish in 50. I don't think Vanguard... I think Vanguard is an overall faster game.
Mm-hmm.
And people still take a really long time to play games.
I don't know. I've noticed that a lot of people like hemming and hawing just over like what they're gonna do that turn.
Yeah.
Like,
that does
have a plan, right?
Yeah, I mean, at least in the case of something like a Grand Blue or something where you have to do everything completely right or you're fucked, Spike Brothers, things like that, you're going to take a while. But things like Pillman, I know exactly what to do. Everything feeds into everything else. Like, my games took maybe 20 to 30 minutes at most.
I don't know. I think people should be able to finish a best of 3 in 50 minutes, but,
Yeah.
apparently that's not reasonable.
Well, it might be something about the culture. It might be something about people not reading cards and just being like, wait, what does that say? Okay. Wait, I forgot what that says. Let me see it again. Okay.
Yeah.
I do got to give them props just for, like, getting their act together with that, but in terms of, like, the player base, that's going to be, like, an ongoing problem to fix.
Yeah, I do wish there was another round at that event, though. It's unfortunate that you guys got stuck at 11th going X1.
I mean, I'm still pretty happy because that's the farthest I've gotten for Vanguard in anything. The last event before this, I played Blade Wings, made it to day 2, and I just wanted to sleep, so I just slept and didn't go again. But yeah, I don't know. I had a great time, and in terms of like the rest of Nexus Tour, Gabe, Jose, and Miles formed a team and scrubbed out by like round 5. So
sounds about right.
Yeah. So it was Narukami, Neonectar, and I think Shadows. I can't remember what Miles brought. Richard came but didn't compete. He just came with his camera and was like running around doing side events and things. I think he had a good time. The cool thing was they were also passing out the flash deck for Kagero in your little like goodie bag that you get when you sign up.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I had my bag was full of so much stuff like food and my sweater and things like that because it was hotter than I thought it was going to be that I just didn't want to carry it around. And Richard didn't get a goodie bag because he didn't enter the tournament, so I was like, here, just take mine. I didn't care. So he got a free flash deck and playmat and box thing.
Nice.
Nice.
Let's see. What were any other things about the tournament? I don't know. I had a good time. I feel like I did my best, and
I think you made a good deck choice. I think basically most of the Dark Zone clans are good.
yeah, like Spike Brothers if you can hack it, but it's not really something I would just do because it has
Spike
dust
Brothers if you're proof or
or proof adjacent.
yeah.
I was running around because like we were discussing dust, me and my teammates, and like he's like he basically made all the clans in that nation good except for Spike Brothers. I'm like, Spike Brothers are good. They're just take a lot of skill and
It's a whole lot more effort, that's for
yeah,
sure.
it's a lot more effort. And I was like, have you heard of Living Proof? And they were like, no. I'm like, go watch his shit because he knows what he's talking about. High Proof. Anyway, yeah. I don't like. I know this was a very me-intensive episode, but I didn't really know what else to do.
I mean, you're the one who did the thing, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. That's like a you-centered episode. We also got a lot of insight into the future of Vanguard, like OTT and
Nova
the other Novas.
that other
And we
clan.
should get the VR. Like, when does the set release in Japan? Like a week, two,
Yeah. I think end of the month.
end of the month. So we should be seeing the VRs soon for Royals and Kagero.
Yeah,
Which is Draconic Waterfall or what?
yeah. It's
Yeah,
water.
Draconic Waterfall and King of Knights Alfred.
I knew the OTT one. I just didn't know the Kagero one.
Yeah,
It's weird that Overlord's like not that. You know what? It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Let's see. It's May 25th for Japan. So a 10 days from now, at the time of recording this, and June 22nd for us.
So next Tuesday, we'll for sure know the VRs by then,
Hopefully.
We should.
and probably what the SPs look or all the SVRs look like.
Mhm.
And then that Wednesday afterward, we'll probably have the full set
Yeah.
if things go as normal. Maybe a little sooner if we're lucky.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to Standard, and we get a hold of the cards next month.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we can talk about locals experiences and things like that.
And I still
I'd
have,
have-
no-
I have to actually go to my locals.
Me too.
I'd have to actually create a local.
Let's see. The nearest one to me is up in North Hollywood, and I'm in Santa Monica. So this is going to be awesome.
Sounds awful.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, the closest
there?
one to me is also like an hour away by bus.
How far away is this card shop from you, Atlas?
Let's see. By car with LA traffic, about 30 to 45 minutes.
I mean that's what I was asking, right?
Yeah, yeah, but I
See,
mean,
for those who don't know, in California, distance is measured by time.
yeah, that's true.
Because
Yeah,
it doesn't actually matter if you're like 5 miles from something. You're never going to get there in 5 minutes.
Yeah, if you measure something as the crow flies, we know you're not from here. As the crow flies, about 3 miles. That doesn't matter. Just
Yeah, probably about 40 minutes to get there. Oh, you could walk. Yeah, now
no, coyotes and shit. My favorite thing was me and my coworkers were playing Would You Rather because it was the store was empty, and it came up with Would you rather be able to teleport, but every time you teleport you are accompanied with a large, very audible fart sound, or be able to fly but only 5 miles an hour, and all of them picked flight.
What? I would teleport.
Because they were like, are you kidding me? I could just walk over traffic, and 5 miles an hour is about how fast a human can run at full speed. So, yeah.
Yeah. Even if it's a loud fart noise, I'd rather be able to teleport.
I don't know if it was, I wasn't the one who made the question, but I don't know if it was like Nightcrawler rules from X-Men where you have to see where you're going. But
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point. If it was to teleport wherever I want to go, I would take that because I really hate that travel time exists from like
anything.
one place to another.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Just be able to go like, I want to go to New York for bagels. You know. What was that large fart noise? We're in New York. It's all a fart noise. Anyway, so
I would just teleport behind people.
What? Oh my god! Wait.
Was that you? No.
No. Was it you? No. Yeah. So that was pretty much the regionals in Anaheim, and thanks for listening to Nexus at Night. You can find us on Twitter at Nexus at Night or me at Atlas Novak. God damn it, Matt! Why?
Oh, sorry. Find me at Wiggums, 2Gs, 2Zs.
You can find me at Plasma Eclipse.
This happens every week. I don't know how. Like some weeks you
here's
get it
what it is.
immediately, and then some weeks you're
Here's
just
what
like,
it is.
I forget.
I had an important email and I had to read it.
I see. Okay, well, Matt's gonna go read his important email. Until next time, I was Atlas.
I'm still Matt.
And I'm with beer.
And have a good night, everyone.